What is up, YouTube? I am back for another trade breakdown, so let's get into this one. Took a nice win today, felt confident in it. Literally, as soon as I logged on, I saw it. Yeah, super happy with this one. Um, so yeah, let's just go through it. So as I logged on, this is actually a counter trend move, but it wasn't a counter trend move, and I'll explain why. So as I logged on, I noticed that we still hadn't took this low from yesterday. I was trading around here yesterday, thinking that we was going to come for that low, but now it makes sense that we're kind of just accumulating. Um, on a high time frame, yeah. So we could we've come up, come down. That low is bound to go. It's just when it's gonna go. Um, and also just like something else I thought of today is um, I used to think about this a lot. Like treat every time frame the same. Like if this is a 1 minute move, would I expect, if we slowed down here, would I expect a pullback? Yeah, I would. So it's like, why wouldn't you wait for that on a higher time frame? Like catching a move right at the bottom towards that low is like a bit of a dangerous move. But anyway, logged on. Straight away I saw this. From that high to that low, from this high here to that low there, as an accumulation, I was like, okay, that's a pretty clear accumulation. And then I noticed that like we'd come made a like kind of slowed down here, a few equal lows here, and then we've just kind of dipped under it. So as I dropped, I was like, okay, what like where, what can I see? Like what backs this up? Um, and then I literally dropped to this 5 minute, and I saw it. I was like, it stood out to me so clear. It was like that low to that high there, and then all the way pushing across here had basically accumulated. Um, and I was just like, okay, that looks very, very strong considering that I think that we should be coming higher to come and take that high before we come back lower. And then I think I logged on here, and this candle here, this 10 o'clock candle. And as I saw it, I'd literally just seen it, and I put my thingy out. I put my position calculator out, and I was like, okay, cool. Start loss below there, targeting that high, and I just couldn't. I think it was like on this candle, and I was like, I wanted to wait for a bit of a better price, and then it shot off, and I was like, I thought that we'd lost it, but then luckily the price started coming down and down and down, and I just waited patiently and patiently, and I think I got in at like 10, 410. I think I got in at on this candle here. That as soon as it dipped below this low, I I bought straight away, and I got quite a good price. I think it was 08 actually that I got in at. So I got quite a really good price on that. And then I only went for 0.5%, so I was risking £100 on that. Just because the accounts took quite a big loss so far, so I'm just wanting to build it up and build up the momentum and the confidence before I start risking a higher. So yeah, bought there, and I was waiting, to be honest. I was thinking if there's another internal move, then I'll jump in again, but there wasn't, so that's fine. Um, Also, I'm gonna come back to this, but I think that the next run liquidity is that low, and I'm gonna come back to that and say why. But yeah, it was a really good trade. Jumped in. We hit a tiny bit of drawdown, and then we kind of just started blasting off. We stalled right at this equal high as well. Um, this equal high, and I was thinking, to be honest, I did go break even once we stalled at that high. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna take a loss now if this comes all the way back. So I went break even, but I also didn't rush it, and I was like, this should still work. So like I was just waiting, and I knew that that was the high of the range. So I was just patient, and it paid off. Um, but yeah, that was the trade. Anything else to note? I think the reason I liked it so much is because it was a clear, like, heavy dip down, and a strong come back up, and once we'd come back and made this other little internal move here, we'd still respected that original manipulation. So I was just like, yeah, this is going to work. And luckily, thank the market gods, they gave me an opportunity to get back in at a better price. So that was today's trade. Yeah, I think the draw on liquidity still is high. I think we could faff around here, maybe accumulate a bit longer. The reason that I think, but I also haven't got in on this trade to take these lows, and the only reason I think this might not work is because we didn't actually displace above these highs. But basically, as I was in this trade, and that had just tickled my TP. My TP was like either 24 or 38. I was thinking I either do that safe one or wait, and I'm glad I waited, to be honest. But as it tickled that, we got this massive drop back, and I was just thinking, oh shit. And then literally we started accumulating here, and it looked like this could work. I was like, okay, would that work as a short? Like accumulation, we manipulated above, distributed back into it, and we just never took that low. And the reason that I think that this will go instead of this one is because firstly, this one had a higher time frame pull. The bigger magnet was going towards this high. So like when you've got such a clear draw on liquidity, it makes no sense to take a short like against that main pull. Like, think about where price is being pulled to the most. Like if it's going to create this pattern, maybe this is setting up for something else, which I think is this. And the other reason why I think this might work now is because this has the bigger fundamental in it. Not only is it accumulated and manipulated and distributed back inside of this range, like I said, the only thing missing is a big fair value gap. There's a tiny little gap there on the 1 minute, but there's literally nothing like other than that. And I do think this will hit, but the thing that's missing, the thing that added extra conviction to this is that it took a significant area of liquidity as well. Like for this small accumulation, for it to come up, manipulate above that and distribute back towards back into this area gives so much strength because it actually took an objective as well. Like if you think about this, even though this technically took liquidity, and all manipulation moves do technically take liquidity, this hasn't took liquidity because it's took like short time shit. It's took like an area that hasn't built up enough, and this isn't significant. Like this is just a couple of little internal highs. So for it to go above it and come back, it's like looking at the map from upside down. It's like, okay, that actually isn't what I'm looking at. This just looks like what I'm looking for, but it's not. Not only that, but again, something to add, the accumulation, if we're accumulating, if we was to come below this and go up before we took this high, then this would be a solid move. Because firstly, the lows are fairly equal. We've got the first low hadn't been broken since being created in the range, and it's going in the direction. The only thing it's lacking is, again, significant liquidity to be taken. And this, if you look at this is just like slow steps up. Look, it's just like 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. Like they're not it's not like accumulating, it's just developing, it's growing. But the original consolidation high never got broken until we manipulated above it and distributed back into it. So that's why I like that trade as well. Like I said, the only thing missing is a fair value gap attached to it, which who knows, it could be on like a 2 minute. Let's have a look if it is on the 2 minute. It doesn't let me see. But yeah, look, target hit, and that is pretty counter trend in my opinion, but still hit the target. So yeah, it's just that it's like taking significant enough liquidity. Like looking at this from the other side now, I'm not sure if I'd take this because I guess maybe, I don't know. It's not like super significant, but it like makes sense. But anyway, that's today's trade breakdown, and I feel like, as you can tell, I'm feeling a bit more confident than I have been. One other thing to note is just like, in fact, there's a couple other things to note actually while we're on this topic. Mindset, like, I'm not good. I can tell now that I'm not good at losing, and I don't like losing. Nobody likes losing in it, but with training, losing is part of the game. So I have to get better at losing, and better at being like, okay, that's a loss, but I'm not gonna lose my confidence. I'm not gonna lose my vision and focus. It's just a loss. It's a relapse. It's a step in the wrong direction, but it doesn't mean you can't turn back around, and it doesn't mean anything more than that. Sometimes like, you're not always gonna be 100% on the ball. And I need to recognize that. And I need to be able to stay confident, stay patient, and just not do reckless behavior. Like, this week has just been kind of reckless. Like, I took a loss on the Friday, which I think was just one of them losses. It was just like, oh damn, wrong way or whatever it was. And then I took a double loss on Monday. Like, I took a decent trade that I was semi like confident in. It didn't go, and then I took a most reckless trade after, and I lost like fucking 4% in one day, which hurt me bad, and then it just spiraled me out. Like, but luckily I've caught it. I spent the last 2 days back testing, and I didn't feel good after doing those 2 days of back testing. It helps me regain the vision for the strategy, but mentally I knew that I still wasn't back to where I needed to be. But now I feel like I am, because I've let go of this small vision. Like, I'm actually looking at this bigger vision and being like, okay, like, this is bigger than me. Like, who cares? I've took two days or 3 days worth of losses. Like, how am I gonna fucking write off my whole plan because I've hit a small bump? And it's that, and it's also looking at your account and being like, okay, am I gonna keep risking the same amount, even though I know that if I'm gonna lose again, it's gonna hurt my account even more, and I'm gonna want the money back even like more desperately? Or am I just gonna like take smaller steps? Like, am I gonna protect myself, protect my capital, and then build it back up slowly? Like, use the momentum to build me back up into this winning cycle again. And unfortunately, I've already took the losses and paid the price. I've done the damage on the account. I've just had to learn that the hard way. But now the only thing I can do going forward is just be conservative with the capital until it looks healthier again. And then we're like, okay, cool, let's just keep this momentum going. Let's just keep rolling. Taking safe trades, taking stuff that feels confident. So yeah, just wanted to say that it's been a good morning so far.